Greetings and salutations. That must have been a very reverby welcome. I cannot remember the last time that I scheduled an evening so tight-packed and just finished a modeling job for... Jesus, I'm not even sure who that was for now that I think about it. I think that was for Nickelodeon. And they literally said, "Can we continue this session till 7:05?" And I was like, "No, I hate to be so litigious about 5 minutes, but I need exactly 14 and a half minutes to set up for my LoveCast, which is the Thursday evening show that I've already pushed back the start time for." Oh, there we go. I just watched the commercials settle in. The viewing now dropped as I was watching from 30 to 17 in the corner of my eye. I saw that happen all at once. So let's take a quick look and see who's with us in the chat. Kelsey Blaine Gibson, I see and hear you. Thank you very much. Before I even remembered to ask, she's already affirming. Barry Shankman saying hi. Krista King, what am I? I'm still saying happy birthday to Krista. I hope you had a happy birthday semi-recently. Charity Swanson, how you doing? Good. Christina's got her car back. That was like a dramatic situation unfolding this afternoon. Glad you are mobile again. Paul Carganilla is here. And Paul is doing a show this evening on the Vaudacity Network, the YouTube channel that you are tuned into now. Paul is going to do an In the Cove tonight at 9 o'clock. Terry Smith is here, and she did the 3 things. Thank you, Terry. The 3 things are click like. Have you saved this to a watch later? Because it's counterintuitive, but that actually helps the algorithm. Click share. Put it out on your social media. Invite some folks. And if you have not yet, click subscribe. That's the 4th thing. Most people watching right now probably have subscribed. Hello, Serona Farron. Howdy ho, Discipler Renos. I love the Ned Flanders throwback. Carol Smith is here. And so is Mark Wynn. Let's see. Who else is here? Joanne King is here. Meg Sampson. Craig Jackman. Scrolling down, Anna Gianavola. Corey Benjamin, greetings from Petaluma. Kathy B. Oh, I saw your message today, Kathy. I hope you and your family are at least doing okay. I'm thrilled to see you here with us this evening in particular. Harley Davenport, how you doing, Harley? Good to see you. Kelsey Blaine Gibson. Connor O'Dowd, he's been on the road. Good to see you, man. Yeah, man. Connor and I are playing like text tag. I owe you some communication. But yeah, you, me, and Stefan are going to have a really interesting group chat very soon. I just saw Stefan Sunday night, I believe it was. Catching me up on some intellectual stuff, like doctoring things. Ivermectin, what is that? Is it more than just horse dewormer? Yeah, conversations of that nature. Dari Mills, still at work, waiting for someone to let me out. I I hope you're not physically locked in a building somewhere. Yeah, Corey Benjamin. Anna, hydrate tonight. Hopefully you won't have a reaction to the booster. What is it? It's not before 11 a.m. getting my booster shot in the morning. Oh, okay, cool. Anna, are you getting... So as I recall, you got the Johnson & Johnson shot the first time around, which is an adenosine. No, it's an adenovirus vaccine. Are you getting a booster shot of the same, or are you going to mix and match? All the best literature that I'm privy to, best medical literature that I'm privy to, suggests that you should mix and match at this point. Let's see. Carol Smith is saying, is there a problem? Hunter's not coming in. We're waiting to see him on a 65-inch TV. I know you guys aren't seeing him yet, right? But I'm scrolling up in the chat, so I'm pretty damn sure everybody else is seeing okay. I hope so. I'm going to scroll down and see what people are saying in an updated fashion now. Okay. Cool. So I'm seeing the last bits. Okay, so we're not mixing. My first advice is do whatever the hell your doctor tells you to. Your doctor. Let's defer reference to where reference is due. But okay. So my mom, Pam, is here. Hi, Mom. I'm assuming Dad's here, although he may already be asleep and just be watching this at sunrise on Friday morning. Nick and Christy Davila are here. Awesome. All right, so greetings and salutations forthwith and done now. We're going to go on with a series of requests tonight. So my mom's birthday is coming up November the 8th. So this is the last show before my mom's next birthday. And the last show that you're going to see me with all the hair and the beard. I believe by the next show that you see me appear on, Fireside Tales for Wolfgang 55, I think. I'm losing track of numbers. This Monday, I'm going to look unrecognizably different because I'm going to be changing my appearance for a series of music videos that we'll be shooting in November coming up. And so my cosmetology appointment, although I think whoever is actually cutting my hair is way too highbrow to be called a cosmetologist. I don't know how those credentials work. In any case, this is the last time you're going to see me in public with all the hair and all the beard for a while. I'm going to look dramatically different the next time I appear on YouTube. Tonight's show is going to have a theme of requests in that all of tonight's music is going to be my mom's request for her impending birthday, which, as I just said, is November 8th. The one exception is I have a request from Karen Oliver that was also time important, and we will be playing that tonight as well. So, Karen, I hope you are listening, or at the very least, I hope you're watching a replay. I'm laughing because now I'm seeing Christina Bielin saying he's a fucking cosmetologist. He's not special. I really don't know who is more and less special in the barbering versus cosmetology versus beautician spectrum. I just know at some point in British history, the barbers and the surgeons and the doctors split off from each other in what I thought was a strange thing to be put together to begin with. But let's start with some music. And tonight's drink of choice is Hornitos Tequila. Christina, I will almost agree with you. Everyone who does hair is either a cosmetologist and or a barber or an amateur with scissors. You're forgetting the third category here. Not that, of course, that I would include you in either of the latter two. Okay. All right, this first song, most of you will probably know. This is called Wine, Women, Whiskey, and Weed.
Took a look in the dirty book, only one thing it made clear. Got women with curves and dreams, but I prefer ones just right here. Pulled aside by the preacher's bride, she had a secret, she had a need. Well, I know what I should do, there's only one way this could lead. Wine, women, whiskey, and weed. Wine, women, whiskey, and weed. He was young and he had some fun, while looking for his heart of gold. Took his time drinking Crosby's wine, singing to mama's new minnow. Without a doubt he could do without Cortez and the Rolling String. Southern man who didn't give a damn, he just needs a maid and these four things. Wine, women, whiskey, and weed. Wine, women, whiskey, and weed. Don't you tell him wrong, for that you can't find truth in a song. Three of these four cannot lie. before the sunrise. Jenny keeps a few years at bay. Well, morning time to trade the lines, just the same as for Maggie and me. I promise Jen I'll buy you a shot for your girl, Chardonnay. Tell me please how you live so well. This is all fair to say. Wine, women, whiskey, and weed. Wine, women, whiskey, and weed. Wine, women, whiskey, and weed. Wine, women, whiskey, and weed.
Yeah, thank you, Serona. Can't wait till this album is released. It is like 99% of the way through mastery. And I will not further comment on the darkness which has contributed to this album's delay. Jason Allen, awesome to fill your soul, sir. Dari Mills, if I haven't said hi to Dari, hello. Your baby cats were adorably cute when they were merely weeks old. They're still pretty damn cute now with their incredible YouTube devotion and their tiny little heads. Hi, Olive. Hi, Ray. Yeah. Man, okay. Oh, Christina is saying you cannot legally touch hair and charge money without a Cosmo or barber license. I trust you to know such distinctions. However, you are also intelligent enough that I trust that you know amateurs are out there doing it without such distinctions. Dee Crew saying happy birthday, Pam. I'm not sure who Dee Crew is. If that's Dee up here in Big Bear, hi Dee. And for that matter, if that's Dee that I know in San Francisco, hi Dee. I'm not even sure which hi Dee I should be sending out. It's exactly the same except barbers van shave. Okay, I'm assuming that means barbers can shave, and I will it's okay because the only hand that's going to be shaving my face is my own hand. So, that's going to happen. Yes, there will be a frou-frou stylist. The production company wants to overpay for a crew cut. That's just how it works. Man, I'm just like jumping back here, seeing all the chat. Totally out of text. Tony got his booster today. Okay, that's Anna Gianavola's husband and Christina and Dari's stepfather. Okay, so how is Tony doing after his booster today? I don't expect it's going to be particularly rough, but glad to hear that. Kelsey Blaine Gibson got her booster on Monday. I got the same as my first. Cool. Okay. Same thing. I'm going to just whatever your doctor recommends. If you're just going to Walgreens and getting a random booster, mix and match. If your doctor is telling you to stay consistent, I repeat, Go with what your doctor tells you. I'm on board with that. Scrolling down. Okay, so we're going to jump into the next song. So David Benjamin's asking, Christina, did I break the law when I trimmed my own hair the other day? Ooh. Now, Christina is a licensed barber. She's not a lawyer. But I expect her to have a strong opinion on the matter. And Amanda Benjamin saying, I cut David's hair a few times. Y'all might be admitting to actual prosecutable crimes in a YouTube chat. Hunter Mark said he has some sheep shirts he'll come over. I don't know what that means. I want to let you know, Hunter, that's Jax says hi and misses you. Oh, I think you're saying Jax. Jax says hi. Okay, cool. Hello, Jax. Oh, my God. Eve Clark is awake. I don't even know what time it is in the United Kingdom. But lovely that Eve is joining us. She is extraordinarily busy. She's extraordinarily busy in English law school. She's studying to be a barrister, if I'm using the terminology correctly. Jason Allen, good bonus. My 5G is boosted after his booster. I'll never miss a Rise of the Resistance queue at Disneyland again. Oh, hell yeah, man. Okay. Okay, David Benjamin is now chiming into the chat with puns that are no fewer than 3 levels deep. You can read his comments and count to verify. I'm going to move on with the next song. This is... the chat's on fire tonight. It's also illegal to touch Zumba if you're not licensed, by the way. Okay, so this next one is a song I wrote a decade ago, 2011, I believe, and recorded during the height of the pandemic in an acoustic form with my musical uncle, Joey Delgado. Let's see if I got the settings right on this thing. 0 adjustments. Turn that thing to 0. Okay. So, take it away, Tio Joe.
Soaring fields, she gathers grave rice. She needs no one to crucify. The burning sails, reason she enslaves. Now won't be back for days. Leave the moonshine, push bad thoughts in my mind. To a well I couldn't resign. Old scratch hands, his damn soul bruised. At the crossroads I ordered a few. Where she comes from, why she's here. When she bids with the left, she burns down with the tea. And I cannot quit her, I can't put her down. Cannot get above water, can't seem to drown. She bring me trouble so sweet, stuck her to my feet just to drink her salt whiskey again. She bring me trouble so sweet, stuck her to my feet just to drink her salt whiskey again. She has a dash of wasted 7 years and the salt of mystic children's tears. Stilled in water, a sad song she sings. How it went through beggars and it went through kings. She won't show you your future, only where you will fail. You dream to be red, but you'll just end up pale. And I cannot quit her, I can't put her down. Cannot get above water, I can't seem to drown. She bring me trouble so sweet, stuck her up to my feet just to drink her salt whiskey again. She bring me trouble so sweet, stuck her up to my feet just to drink her salt whiskey again. Ground is dry, sun's on my side, pulls too heavy as my pride. Place I laid, a good man had died. When she my only guide, and I can't stop while my heart beats. Good people pray for rain, all I hate, Lord, what I pray is for my love stop feeling like pain. She won't show you your future, only where you will fail. You dream to be red, but you just end up pale. And I cannot quit her, I can't put her down. And I can't above water, can't seem to drown. She bring me trouble so sweet, stuck her up to my feet just to drink her salt whiskey again. She bring me trouble so sweet, stuck her up to my feet just to drink her salt whiskey again. She bring me trouble so sweet, stagger up to my feet just to drink her sour whiskey, yeah. She bring me trouble so sweet, stagger up to my feet just to drink her sour whiskey, yeah.
My ever thanks as always to T.O. Joe for contributing such a tasty track. Hello, Martinique. Hello, Lolita Daydreamer. All right, so we're going to switch over. So we're switching over as I fondly remember, and I hope you can hear me talking here, fondly remember my COVID youth, where the switch was, I'm just going to turn the platform that my computer is standing on, and everything just transitions evenly one way versus the other. My setup has become a little more complicated. The sound has gotten better, the video has gotten better. But with such specializations come additional complications. Let's try not to set the pillow on fire. All right. So, for those of you who are just joining us, the theme tonight is that my mom's birthday, my mom Pam's birthday, is coming up this week. It's November the 8th. And yeah, tonight's set are like 90% mom requests. All right. David wants to see a pillow on fire. Well, David, I got good news for you, man. Any pillow Amanda says is okay, you can light on fire at your own home. Good luck with that. I think the FM stations and the cable access stations have just started catching up on the Fireside Tales with Wolfgang, in which the new email address, askhunteranything@gmail.com, is beginning to be relevant. So if you have a question, let's say from childhood, that you've always wondered, why is the sky blue, for example, if you got something that you've always wondered about that I may possibly be able to shed some light upon, please submit those random I've always been curious about X questions to this email address, askhunteranything@gmail.com. The public requests from Users that I don't recognize are just now rolling in, and there are some very interesting, some very random questions. Eve Clark says, maybe I'll submit my essay questions to you so I can take a load off. The bad news is, Eve Clark, if you submit those questions to me and I answer them on YouTube, it will be a matter of public record that I have given you those answers. So whoever is cross-examining your thesis statements will be able to see that. But no, I would be thrilled to help a law student out. As a matter of fact, I'm actually considering in a very serious way of expanding my tutoring endeavors from math and physics as they are currently to tutoring pre-law students as this unfolds. And that is not because I have any expertise in law. It's pre-law students in the United States, at least, need to have a good demonstrated mastery of logic, of reading comprehension, of writing, and like a few other things that I am actually possibly helpful in. But that is a separate conversation for another time. Let me grab my music stand as I left it just out of reach. Damn it. All right. Hope that was not the eternity for you all that it seems to be to me. So, next song I'm going to jump to in the list of requests, etc. I think I got this set back up right. Yeah, that's looking about right to my eye. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, my camera is having a hard time adjusting as I'm like jumping around, indeed. And hopefully, now that I'm not jumping around, the camera's going to have a better time. So, next request on the mom birthday list. This song is Highway 1. Eve, if you have any questions about logic or statistics, I might be able to help.
Well, at first my dancer left me. It could have been a worse surprise. Give me sunset, a little bit gloomy. But we were all before sunrise. And the love bus doors flew open. Say the Northern Highway 1. I know you heard he's a different man on tour. Honey, just begun. And I won't win them all over, but I can leave 900 tries. And we're sailing tonight down in Monterey, the Sterling Consolation Prize. And the love bus doors flew open, sailing over Highway 1. I know you heard he's a different man on tour. Honey, he's just begun. And sometimes while we're naked on stage, your phone lights up, you're indifferent, 3 feet away. So far away. So far away. Now my glass is not half empty, but it could be just a little bit wetter. See, showbiz doing nothing, but doing something could be better. And the love bus doors flew open, sailing north on Highway 1. I know you heard he's a different man on tour, but honey, he's just begun. I know you heard he's a different man on tour, but honey, he's just begun.
Yeah. Yes, David, I agree. Highway 1's a pretty amazing road. Yes, indeed. So, yeah, I got a fascinating question for Fireside Tales this coming Monday from an email address I almost didn't open because the sender was marked. That's a very intentional use of the verb marked as Mark Spam. And I'm like, well, clearly I'm not opening that one. But at a glance, I saw the subject line, which looked like a legitimate question. And also Gmail gave me like the opening sentence or so of the email. Like, no, this is a real, actual, legitimate question as to why during the Nuremberg trials, or following the Nuremberg trials, most of the Nazis were hanged, but one was not. What's going on with this guy that he was not? That question caught my eye. So, thank you, Mark Spam, who is definitely not trolling me. He actually included his phone number in the question that I will be addressing this coming Monday at 9 o'clock Pacific time. Yeah, it was a really weighty question. This is a very thoughtful dude who I'm only assuming he's a dude because his name is Mark, but forgive me, it is politically incorrect to assume one's gender based on the outward appearance of one's name. That will not be incorporated in my answer. So, the next song wonder what that looks like. I've got to poke at my camera to make sure that it's focusing on my face. So this next song is a request from Miss Karen Oliver. Karen requested a particular song on the occasion of the show that happens before I allow all my hair to be cut off for this series of music videos. Well, Karen, I hope you're watching because this is that show. And if she's not watching, I know she'll be seeing the replay. So, busting out the trusty 12 string for this one. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Pam Ackerman is saying, I think she's working tonight. I know Karen had a lot of reticence about accepting a job that overlapped this particular Thursday night time slot. But in accepting that job, she said she's going to be watching the replays. So. Karen's much more a whiskey drinker and not much a tequila swigger. But, Karen, cheers. The one request in tonight's show that is not my mom's on the occasion of her birthday is this one for you. This is Crosby, Stills, Nash. Almost cut my hair.
Almost cut my hair. Happened just the other day. It's getting kinda long. Could have said it was in my way, but I didn't. And I wonder why. Feel like letting my freak flag fly, and I feel like I'm owing to someone. Must be 'cause I had the flu for Christmas, and I'm not feeling up to par. It increases my paranoia, like looking in my mirror and seeing a police car, but I'm not even in an inch of fear, 'cause I promised myself this year, and I feel like I owe you. Said I feel like I owe you someone. When I finally get myself together, gonna get down in that sunny southern weather, find me a place inside a lake, separate the wheat from the chaff, and I feel like I owe you. Said I feel like I owe you. Said I feel like I owe you someone.
David Benjamin, great question. What I thought it was C.S. In and Young. What happens to Young? Well, there are many different recordings of that song, some of which are only Crosby, Stills, and Nash, and some of which are Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young. My favorite assessment of this situation of all time comes from the bass player of Hunter and the Dirty Jacks, which is that Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young has got to be the second greatest band of all time, because they've got the three greatest singers and Neil Young. Yeah. Oh, excellent idea by Carol Smith. Down by the river. I know that song. I shot my baby. It's a great song. Yeah, it's a great song, Carol Smith. Michelle Hoover is joining us this evening. Say hi to Michelle. Michelle is the producer of our Monday night show, Fireside Tales for Wolfgang. Michelle is the person charged with the unfortunate task of having to listen through all of my random diatribes and decide what makes the edit amongst folks who are only listening to the audio, for example, the FM podcasts, and who are the folks that are listening and watching simultaneously, because she produces both of those things as they go out to YouTube. So, hey, Michelle, glad to see you here. And let's catch up tomorrow about the 2022 Fireside Tales and what all that's going to look like. Alrighty, next song. I'm going to move on to Aaron the Cool. I love that title for that dude. Yes, indeed. So, this next song is, according to the theme, also a request from my mom. This is going to be a Louis Armstrong song from the late 60s, 1968, as I have it notated. Glad to see that Christina is making lingerie while eating clams in white sauce. And this is as David is riffing off of me in the same way that I was just riffing off of Christina, saying that I'm playing a little guitar. Yeah, this is my half-size Baby Taylor. I love this guitar. I just love this guitar. What it lacks in overall volume can be made up for by turning up your microphone levels. And by your, of course, I don't mean mine. I mean the... Okay, there we go. So, there we are. Yeah, so to whomever is asking, including, I think, Terry, Mom asked for like approximately 3 times as many songs as can fit into one LoveCast, particularly as I am trying to be conscientious of time, because our very own Vaudacity Network's Paul Carganilla is doing an In the Cove at 9 o'clock. So he's going to have a couple of guests. I believe Wendy Walker and Darren Ingram, if I'm recalling correctly, are going to hop in and make guest appearances. And Terry, please chime in with a birthday request. I would be thrilled to acquiesce. Paul, granted, okay, I will not be in a rush. Sounds like This is sounds like Paul is having what Christina would describe me as having a naked and screaming time, which is any time that the show, if the show is scheduled to begin at 6 p.m. and it is like 6:04, I'm probably like running around naked because that's the way that I seem to think best, and screaming as I am trying to think out my technical difficulties, naked and screaming. There you go. All right, so I know Robin Williams was a particular fan of this next song. From Louis Armstrong, 1968. This is What a Wonderful World. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, bright blessed day, a dark sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also in the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yeah, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Ooh, yeah. Oh, Karen, I'm glad you just walked in. I'm glad you just heard. I'm glad you're joining us now. So, got a couple more on the docket. I'm trying to decide which one's going to be the last one, because the next one is going to be the last one. Damn. Having this internal conflict of accuracy versus precision. If any of my statistics tutoring clientele are watching. Oh, you know what I've not done? By the way, Jesus. I've not taken a moment to say thank you to the folks that are keeping the lights on here at the cabin. The people who donated to the virtual tip jar, the Venmo, the PayPals, here on my right here. Last week were Nick and Christy Davila, Ned Clark and Benny Shoyan, and one anonymous donor. And it's... No, I can't give any more clues about the anonymous donor because that would make the person less anonymous. So I really want to give appreciation to anonymous donors, but anonymous donors by definition do not want public appreciation. Weird internal conflict. So, all right, I'm going to play one more here this evening. And Lolita Daydreamer, I'm curious. I don't know what your proper name is, and by proper name, I mean the capitalized first name that you would assign yourself. You please tell me who you are in the chat, or tell me who you are by private message if you would prefer. That is totally fine as well. I'm just curious if you're someone that I've ever met face to face. Can't tell from where I'm sitting. Give me just a second to tune up my 12 string here. Let's see how this sounds after just randomly clipping on a couple of capos. I can hear that at least one out of those 11 is out of tune. Anna Gianavola, thank you very much for the super chats. Thank you. Okay, there's the G sharp I'm looking for. Yeah, I'll take that. All right. Well, welcome, Percy. I hope I did not out you if you intended to stay unattached to your YouTube handle. All right. Forgive me for that long pause, just taking a moment to read Percy's response there. So, I'm going to play one more song for you all this evening. You know, I was just talking to in October, I was posing for a painting, or rather multiple paintings from multiple artists on Saturdays, and that's why I couldn't cut my hair, shave, etc., or, you know, like change my immediate appearance. And this group of artists, we were just recently discussing the value of master copies in the painting world. That's what it's called. If you were to, as a painter, look at a photograph of the Mona Lisa, for example, and you were to try to recreate that photograph or that painting of the Mona Lisa with your own paints, your own brushes, your own canvas, etc. This is what they call in the art world a master copy. And this is somewhat controversial in the world of art, because some people immediately see the value and some people immediately don't see the value. And I was pointing out to a group of painters that I see amongst literary contributions, amongst people that write novels, fiction, for example. Sometimes when people are just absolutely blocked with writer's block, they'll go to a typewriter or a word processor and they will retype The Great Gatsby. Now, when I first heard of this practice, I thought, this is one of the most silly, useless wastes of time you could possibly endeavor. But after watching painters do master copies, I start to appreciate some subtleties that really go into complexity of brain function, where it might be valuable just to recreate the paintbrush strokes necessary to paint the Mona Lisa, to articulate thoughts that may be necessary to re-express The Great Gatsby. And this last song I'm going to leave you all with is a song that the songwriter himself, Leonard Cohen, never thought of as complete. This is like a master copy that he would himself redraw and redraw and redraw, if you were to follow the metaphor. Leonard Cohen wrote and rewrote verses and added to the verses of this particular song until the day he died. And on the day he died, I personally declared this particular song finished. Without further ado, the last song of the evening is Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah.
Well, I heard there was a secret chord that David played, and it pleased the Lord. You don't really care for music, do you? Well, it goes like this: for the faith, the minor fall, major lift, baffled king composing hallelujah, 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 Your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty in the moonlight overthrew you. She tied you to her kitchen chair, she broke your throat and she cut your hair. From your lips she drew the hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Baby, I've been here before. I've seen this room and I've walked this floor. You know, I used to live alone before I knew you. I've seen your flag on the marble arch. Love is not a victory march, it's a cold day. It's a broken hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Well, there was a time when you let me know what's really going on below, but now you never show that to me, do you? Remember when I moved in you, the holy dove was moving too. Every breath we drew was hallelujah, 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 Maybe there's a God above, but all It's not a cry that you hear at night. It's not somebody who's seen light. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. 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 Yeah.
Thank you all very much for joining us this evening. Oh, I see Christina is saying hi, Patty, and I'm assuming that is to hi, Patty Pinkstaff. So, just going to conclude this evening's show. Charity, I'm not sure if I should say I'm sorry you're a crying mess or you're welcome, but in either case, I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad that the rest of us are here to accompany you. Okay, I see Patty. And in any case, we're going to conclude this evening's performance with the long-standing tradition of just going to let this go out with a long shot of the fireplace so that everyone can wish each other farewell and adieu. Because my favorite thing about this whole LoveCast phenomenon that has encroached itself upon us during the pandemic, my favorite thing about this phenomenon is the community that it engenders. So this is the time to say farewell to each other, particularly anybody that you've never seen in the chat before. I love you all. And I'll see you all I'll have a different haircut and a different shave when we rejoin this coming Monday for Fireside Tales for Wolfgang. I love you all. Good night.